Tiffany, go ahead.
Hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Go ahead. What am I missing here?
A lot actually.
Okay.
I was just I'm just listening to the conversation. I think it's quite interesting. I'll say this, for one, if you have to say that you're a prize, then you probably aren't.
Why?
Just to start.
Why?
People who are prizes, you don't have to necessarily go around flaunting that.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on.
Certainly.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, ma'am. I have to. This is a dialogue. All he said was he was the
Right.
prize.
I
One.
wasn't
Hold
finished.
on. Well, this is a dialogue, so this is how this is going to go. All he said is he was the prize, and that because of his where he is, he didn't flaunt it. Did you read what he wrote?
I did. Respectfully, I wasn't finished.
Well,
And that's why I
respectfully,
was trying
ma'am,
to
this is my
continue.
show, and this is how it's going to
Yes, but if you
go.
wanted a
Oh,
dialogue,
well,
the issues
okay.
that I
Here's one
had
thing
was
that's not
not
going to happen.
necessarily with him
Here's one thing
saying
that's
that it
not
was a
going to.
prize.
Here's one thing that's not going to happen. This is my show. You're going to respect my show as it is, or you are not going to talk to me.
Is that is juxtaposed. His success is
Did you hear
juxtaposed
me?
against Black women. Yes, can you hear me?
Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, did you hear what I said?
No, I muted you because you were talking
Okay.
over me, and that's rude when you come onto someone's platform. I'm running
So what
five
I
people.
said,
Did you understand
so
what
what
I
I
said?
said was,
Did you understand what I said, ma'am?
yeah, I think maybe there's a lag.
Okay,
Can you
do
hear
you
me?
understand that okay, there's a lag, so what I need you to do is if I start talking, please. I'm saying something for a reason. Don't just talk over me.
Right, but you cut me off. So
That's
go ahead.
okay. I can do that. I run the show. If that's a
Okay,
problem, then
well,
you
what
don't
was your
need to be
question?
here.
But you asked me a
And
question,
I'm going
right?
to
You asked
continue
me a
to ask you
question?
questions.
Okay. So go, what's your question?
I said that he only said he was the prize once. He didn't pound his chest or didn't drone on about it. So you mischaracterized what he said.
No, I didn't. That was not my issue that I took with the post. May I continue?
Yes.
Okay. So the issue is that he juxtaposed his success against Black women. What's wrong with simply just being successful? Thank you,
He
sister.
didn't he juxtaposed it against the women who are going to be he's going to be out here dating. What did he say about black women that was incorrect? Factually wrong.
I think that he made several generalized statements about what Black women think or believe
Ma'am,
and what we
ma'am,
want. Yes?
no. What he did is he quoted facts, statistics, and data that can be pulled readily from a website called blackdemographics.com. And these facts are not in question.
He did, but the
So
issue
what is
is
wrong
that
about saying
you
those?
don't have
So what
to.
is wrong about saying those things?
He's created a narrative that his success somehow has to be juxtaposed against Black women.
You
It's
didn't
just
answer
simply
my
not
question.
necessary.
No, you didn't answer my
I
question.
did answer your question.
So by saying that black women typically don't want to date down, is that true or false?
What's his definition of dating down? Having a JD does not
Dating
mean that
down,
I'm
if you're going
dating
to
down.
ask me a question, I'm going to answer. Dating down is black women tend to want a man who has at least what she has educationally and in income wise. Dating down would be somebody is a hold on. Dating down would mean you're a college educated woman and you're dating a non college educated man. That could be considered dating down. Dating down could mean you're making one income and the man you're dating is making less than you. Those are two
Yes,
examples
but
of
right
dating
now he
down.
has potential. He doesn't have a job,
You
right?
asked about
And
dating down. We're not going to move the ball. We just said
no,
black
I'm
women
saying that your definition of dating down.
don't. Sugar P, what's going on? See, well, let me
Hello.
say something. Daisha,
Mm-hmm.
let me tell you one thing. If you want to get what you want to get out of life, what you just saw
Mm-hmm.
happen cannot help you. You
Okay.
cannot be combative with men just because you disagree. And when someone's trying to talk to you, you cannot just talk over them and disrespect them. You said you're a little bit nervous because you're talking to me and my 50,000 subscribers and my 500 people watching. But I have a woman in here who's talking to me like I ain't shit. or she can just talk to me any kind of way. And I'm all wrong. And I'm trying to have a respectful dialogue, but it's hard to have a respectful dialogue with someone who ultimately has no respect for your positions. So this is what tends to plague a lot of Black women. And this is what this brother was referring to. And anybody with any common sense and can look at observable reality knows that nothing that man said was incorrect. He said Black women don't want to date down. Black women have a list. Rebecca Lynn Pope, Miss Tiffany Bolden. If you go to Rebecca Lynn Pope's video right on YouTube that has almost 1 million views, a popular matchmaker here in Atlanta talks about why she stopped being a matchmaker for Black women, because Black women's expectations in their mates were ridiculous, unrealistic. This information is not without dispute, but the fact that a Black man, an actual accomplished Black man, had the nerve to actually speak it is offensive. To the point to where we can't even have a conversation with somebody who comes to my show to where, no, you're going to check the shit. So we can try this again, Tiffany. If you like to speak and be on the panel with everybody else, please try to do like everybody else on the panel. No one else has a problem with this but you.
What is it that you believe that I have a problem with?
It seems that you have a problem with the way that I run the panel.
No, I don't have a problem with how you run the panel. You asked me a question, I was trying to answer it. And I think that you're going off in a direction that is not actually, part of what I was actually thinking. And so then we start having a conversation about something that I wasn't trying to have a conversation on because it wasn't my belief.
That's not what you want to have a conversation on. The respect, ma'am, is not the point. The point is, he said what he said. I just JD'd. I've entered a new arena for Black men. In this arena, I'm now the prize. Don't take my word for it, though. Before you kill me in the comments, let me drop some stats. Black women outnumber Black men by 2 million. Is that true or false?
Yeah, no, the statistics are true. Okay. We're not debating statistics.
Okay, well, no, but the majority, his post was all statistics. After that first 2 sentences, it was Black women outnumber Black men by 2 million. Black women don't want to deal with the Black man who's gay or down low. Is that true or false?
That's true.
That has baby mama issues. Is that true or false?
I think that's true on both ends for men and women.
Has a felony, conviction, or criminal record.
On either end.
Felony, conviction, or criminal record. Is that true or false?
Debatable. So the way that we are over-policed.
So Black women do want to deal with men who have felonies, criminal records, and convictions.
I say that there's a lot of Black men.
This is a yes or no question. No, ma'am. There's no gray area here. Either Black women do want to choose to deal with, who want to deal with this, or don't want to deal with this.
No, I would think that if given the choice, that Black women would probably not want to deal with that.
That's the thing. And here's the thing: it is a choice, and he's in one of those. Hold on, ma'am. He is one of those men who are outside of that choice. That means it's getting more narrow. That's what he said. Black women typically, statistically, 37% of Black men are in jail, while 1/3 of Black men have some sort of criminal record. That automatically makes the pool less of the 2 million, and there are 2 million more, and he's narrowing down the pool. Black women typically don't want to date down and prefer a Black man who is on the same playing field with her or higher. Is that true or false?
I'd say sometimes it's true.
Sometimes it's true. So sometimes Black women want to date down?
I wouldn't characterize it that way. I would say that there are a lot of women.
So Black women do want to date down or not? I'm just trying to be, so we're all on the same page. I know you don't like the way it's being said, but we got to be on the same page. Are you saying that Black women do want to date down or don't want to date down?
I would say that a lot of Black women would choose to date a man that respects them. You want to date up, a man that makes more and
answer the question okay, we're going to do this one more time. If you don't want to answer the questions as they go, I'm going to put you off the panel.
I mean, I've answered your question.
No, you haven't.
Sir. I haven't answered it the way that you want me to,
and that's
but
a problem. And that's a problem. And ultimately, that's a problem, man.
I'm answering your questions.
Well,
okay.
I consider it
a counselor. Want to put me off the panel?
Counselor, I consider it to be unresponsive. see, Daisha, this is called so I'm questioning her, like I'm cross-examining her. And I would say, Judge, permission to treat the witness as hostile. And I would say, you're being unresponsive. See, I'm good at what I do. And the fact of the matter is your positions are full of crap. And I'm picking them apart, and you don't like it. Ultimately, this black man did nothing that the rank and file black woman who's accomplished something does not do. And this is a problem. And I have yet to hear what the problem is. He has not lied. Black women want to date down. And I actually have a woman on the panel sitting about here splitting hairs whether or not women want to date down. Do any of the ladies on the panel know?
That's not true.
Do any of the ladies on the panel know women who say, you know what, I choose to date down? That's what I really want to do. Is that norm? No. Is that the norm? Okay.
No.
Okay,
Yeah,
Tiffany. Why is that so hard for you to say, okay, if other women are saying, no, I don't know any women who typically want to date down.
Why is it hard for you to understand that a man that is
it's not just me, it's other people on the panel.
Or people that you haven't muted then?
Because you're the only ones being combative.
I'm not being combative.
Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're answering. You're being perfectly respectable. You're answering the questions directly. You are doing it. All right, sis, I'm wrong. It's me.
What if you were, though?
Yeah, that's exactly it. It is me.
Okay.
I'm wrong.
What I'm
561 people in the chat room. 561 people in the chat room. Is it, if put your hand in the air, if it's Tiffany, give me a 2 if it's Tiffany or 1 if it's me. 561 people, because apparently the other 3 women on the panel don't matter either. So I'm wrong. The other women on the panel are wrong. So let's see what the 561 of you guys think. 2 if Tiffany's wrong, 1 if I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But as we get on waiting down, what they're saying, with this massive criteria, black women, that black women don't want in dating a black man, they have essentially drastically limited the dating pool of viable black men.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Spotlight News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah. This is the Spotlight News, your #1 stop analyze YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. So today we are going to look at this weird lady. How can I call her? This lady who came into Kevin Samuels' life. Actually, this was the most dangerous lady. You know, someone you ask something and she bypasses as if she came ready, and it's like she read the scriptures, he will say, but she can't sit and talk about them. She can't describe them. She can't say anything about what all she was left with. Just to say, I'm a PhD, I'm a PhD, as if she came on the live to say all that. My dear, she was fired live. Guys, I don't know, but I think this is the best video since I've ever seen. And most especially, I like people like her. Those who don't speak straight, you can never know what they are. Not someone who comes and they talk, because according to what I see, most ladies come to Kevin Samuels' live, but they will tell him everything and they will be judged. They will be contrite, and again they get emotions and they end up getting annoyed. Yet they're the ones who tell Kevin wherever they want. You know, I think I've learned a lot in these videos of KS. I've learned a lot. Marriages.
What's your definition of viability?
Ladies? Do you see the problem here?
Yes.
Do you see the problem here? Now we're going to debate the definition of is. And this is how we're supposed to actually interact with black women and try to actually build relationships and build communities.
Community requires communication.
No. Communication, and that means what? That we do what you want to do? Because you came onto my show and you don't even want to try to operate according to what I'm doing. And I'm using this as an object lesson. Now I asked you what is viable. I said that you drastically limit the pool of viable men, viable according to education, criminal record, sexual orientation, everything that the brother outlined, and you're going to actually say what makes viable.
Okay, so you're based off of that definition of viability, yes, but that is not my definition.
Ma'am,
of
we're not
viability.
debating your definition of viability. We're debating the man's post, not what you think of. And we're just making sure we're on the same page. Okay.
Right. But the issue that you think I have with the post is not the issue.
Okay. You see why 70% of these women go unmarried. Additionally, Black women want their mates to be attractive, have some sort of edge, style, exciting, and not be lame. All this is subjective, but we know these are X factors, which lowers the number of viable Black men. All these things are true, even if some of them are subjective. What was wrong with what he posted, Tiffany?
My issue again is that he did not have to juxtapose his successes against Black women. It's just entirely unnecessary.
Seriously.
May I say more?
So I want to be clear. You're saying that he should have just said, "I'm the prize," but he shouldn't have said anything about Black women that is factually accurate or true. So let me ask you.
No,
Hold on, Miss. So let me. No, that was a rhetorical
prize.
question. So do you hold this same position for Black women when they're speaking about themselves?
Certainly.
So Black women who talk about themselves, they should never bring up Black men and juxtapose their accomplishments against Black men.
I don't think it's healthy.
No. That's not what I asked. I asked, do you hold that position for Black women?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I'm going to test that.
Okay.
So the fact that he actually had the nerve to bring up something about Black women that was true was problematic. Why?
It's unnecessary.
You said it's unnecessary. That's subjective. But why do you say it's unnecessary?
The blowback came from the juxtaposition of his success against Black women. It's not a necessary conversation to have. And I think it's an overgeneralization as to what Black women actually want.
Well, all he said was,
hold on,
man, overgeneralization. No, we don't get that one. All he stated was facts.
He stated facts, that there's a lot of ways that you can state facts to create
but
here's
one fact. Okay, what did your husband say about this?
What?
What did your husband say about this? Did y'all discuss it?
No, I'm not married. I would not choose. I would not choose to date into something like that. I choose to be single.
Okay.
I'm a PhD.
Okay, congratulations. I just asked you about marriage. I just asked you about marriage, and you juxtaposed it against your education.
Yes.
That's unnecessary.
I'm trying to give you context.
That's unnecessary.
I'm giving you context about the prize.
That's unnecessary, according to your way of thinking. So I asked you simply, you're not married. What did your boyfriend or the man in your life say about this?
Say about what specifically?
This conversation, because you're having it with me, so I'm assuming you had it with him.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely does not think that it was an appropriate way of communicating.
Is he around?
And there's a lot of men that he's in here.
Okay, would he mind getting on with you?
He's in here. I don't know if Emmanuel, are you on here?
Because people have asked for guys to get on.
Yeah, he's aware. He's aware.
Yeah, because nothing this man said, nothing in this prize said, I'm the prize, and now Black women are going to have. He didn't insult Black women in anything. So let me ask a question.
Well,
let me ask you a question. How and when should Black men be able to discuss some of the issues that Black women have with finding a viable mate?
Right after you have the conversation about viability and what that means, and if that should actually mean what it is.
Talk to me like I'm four. Don't use so many words.
Okay. So for me, viability would not necessarily mean a specific degree. It does not mean certain dollar figures on your check. It would have a lot more to do with character. It would have to do with how they communicate, especially when they're angry. It would have a lot to do with their integrity. So if you have all of these things going for yourself, but you don't have some of these other things, you to me are not necessarily viable.
So when should black
Now
men?
there
Hold
are
on,
some
hold on,
women
hold on,
that
hold on.
Mhm.
So when should black men be able to have that conversation?
You say as black men,
No,
you should
when
be
should
able to
black
have that
men be able to have that
conversation.
conversation?
You can have whatever conversation you want. But if you believe that your viability is based off of your credentials, you're likely to attract a person that's going to judge you based off of those credentials. But I would hope you'd want something more for yourself.
So black men judge black men based off of the things you said: character, integrity.
Men judge.
Excuse me. In
Yeah,
mass.
there are black women that judge.
So when black women are asked on relationship panels and magazines and videos and anything that any of us can see, what they're looking for in a mate, where does character tend to rank with black women?
And who do you believe are the producers of
Ma'am,
these
I asked
media
you a
outlets? Are
direct
black
question.
women the ones who are
Ma'am,
producing them?
unresponsive. I asked you a
Well, if
direct
you're,
question.
but you're,
And, okay, I'm going to mute you. I asked you a direct question, and it is unresponsive and rude to answer a question with a question. Where does character
okay.
rank in these
Well,
discussions with black women?
Well, those aren't discussions with black women.
I made it very clear. I'll ask again. In various videos, various podcasts, various panels, various shows, various magazines, any of these things, anytime relationships are brought up where women are discussing, even when, where does character rank among women having a discussion about what to pick? How does that rank when black women talk about black men? Where does it rank? Is it in the top 5? Top 10?
Well, I don't know what media you listen to, but in the media that I listen to, certainly
Okay, what media is
a
that?
part of those
What
conversations.
media would that
I
be?
would not. I mean, if you're thinking about videos and social media,
I ask you what media do you listen to?
certainly,
I'm asking
like,
you what
would turn
media
to
do you
Red
listen
Table
to?
Talk.
I'm not worried about what media. I'm not trying to find the media you listen to that holds that black men should have character ranked highly. What media is that? So I can refer it out to the 616 people watching. Please let us know.
Sure, there's Red Table Talk.
Red Table Talk with Jada Pinkett.
Thrive Tribe.
Hold on. Jada Pinkett Smith show. Red Table
Yep.
Talk.
Mm-hmm.
And the women that come on this show often talk about black men, and the character of black men is what they choose black men on. Are you serious?
Okay, and then there's
no, ma'am. The first words out of your mouth was Red Table Talk. And I'm asking you, are you seriously saying that when women go on this platform, this is what ranks highly with black women? This is verifiable. You said
Is
it.
what you're saying
You
verifiable?
injected you said Red Table Talk as a place where this happens. Are you serious?
I didn't say that it's every single episode.
I didn't ask every episode. I said
that every single episode.
I said highly. I said
media.
highly. That means more than the majority. The majority of black women going on to Red Table Talk when they're discussing relationships with black men, character is one of the first things they talk about.
There's been a few shows that I have seen that yes, they do bring character in.
You guys, this is what I'm talking about. This is why so many times black men do not want to talk to black women. I've used this as an object lesson. And Emmanuel, if you're there, if you really exist, you've seen that I've not been rude to your woman. But this is ridiculous. This is beyond ridiculous. Jada Pinkett Smith's Red Table Talk show, they do not I watch these episodes. They don't sit around and discuss black men's character. They don't do that. So.
Okay, on the episodes that you saw, and then there's also the Black Girl.
So, Sugar P, Ebony, Daisha, she's hogging the panel. What do you guys want to inject?
I mean, for me, nothing he said was wrong. These are things I feel like black women say all the time. We talk about our options are limited because of the statistics that he stated, and because it's out there in plain view. I think it's triggering for the facts I stated before. I can understand the reasoning that black women didn't have to be brought up and didn't have, because I can can understand that. I can understand her point and anyone else's point of view for that. But what he said was true. Is it wrong to admit that Black women don't want to settle? It's not wrong to admit that.
Mhm.
Other women are very strategic in their dating.
Yes, they should be. I don't expect
With
you
their
to say
dating,
no.
it's nothing wrong with that. So I don't know why. I think it's an ego thing. You know, it's right there. And I feel like because she said, you know, it's a choice. A lot of us feel like we don't have a choice when we do.
Mhm.
And I feel like when you limited yourself to, I mean, that's the downside of limiting yourself. That's my thing. And it's very contradicting. I don't know how to explain it. And I feel like if I just go all in,
Okay.
a lot of women don't agree with me. But I mean, it is what it is.
Ebony, what do you think?
Well, just to sum it up, like I said, I think the young man's a king. The only thing, like I said before, Kevin, it caught me off guard when he said he's the prize.
Mhm.
Because for me, it doesn't take a genius to see, baby, you are a prize because you went through the process. So that was the only thing that kind of caught me off guard. I just feel like men are kings when they handle their business, when they get their degrees. And for me, I was just like, I don't know where the prize part came from because we know you're the prize. But, you know, it made it like you said, Kevin. I think it's because as women, we're not used to hearing men both
Did
like
you?
that.
Let me ask you, Ebony. Let me ask you. Okay, and I can accept that because you like men, and women have men that they like to be a certain way. But did you look at any of the 12,000 responses that he got?
I didn't, unfortunately.
Okay.
I glanced at it and I was like, hey now,
Well,
but I didn't see
go
where
to
they
go to the
coming from.
Go to the Madame Noir webpage and look at the post they wrote. 12,000 responses, and I will ask you. When you look at these responses, I want you to ask one question: is him saying the prize, should it have elicited these type of responses? You could take exception with the prize. You could take exception with the man saying anything that appears to be braggadocious. But should he have responded to the way he did? And that's the issue I have, and so many other men have. I just asked you to go look at it.
Kevin,
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
let me ask you this real quick, Kevin. So clearly you were okay with him calling himself a prize. So a man of your era, like, did you feel like the prize was a little
No, I'm a
extra
catch.
or kind
No,
of?
I've already done a video on this. I did a video on this. The women are the prize, but men are a catch. But I understood what he was saying. But see, here's the problem I had with it: that the brother didn't. The brother did not lie. He was not disparaging. He was not overly critical. And if he just said, "I'm a catch" instead of the prize.
But at some point, if you're to look at these videos, most ladies are the ones causing themselves they expose themselves. And what do you think? Yeah. Ladies, let's style up. You know, before you divorce, know where you're going. First decide, sit and think about it before you move on to anything weird, before you regret. It's a high time to. Guys, remember, even this week our motto is we are fighting depression, because guys, depression is real. A lot of young ladies, a lot of young men are facing depression, most especially in my country. Guys, if you have a case like that in your country, you can comment and maybe we talk about this, because a lot of young girls and boys are dying because of depression, are killing themselves because of depression, are losing their lives because of depression. Some it comes with love and other stuff, a lot of issues. Is there something like that? And after this, we are going to talk about the street kids, because let's feel pity for the street kids, because we have a lot of street kids. Yeah. Thank you. Don't forget to like, subscribe. May God bless you and stay tuned. This is Pipeline News. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye-bye. May God bless you. I love you all.